welcome to another episode of Lucklight Plays. We're continuing our run-through of Secret of Evermore. Now, in the last episode, we did a whole bunch of grinding. Well, in between episodes I did. And I picked up 10,000 jewels, and I'm going to buy this Amulet of Annihilation for an exorbitant amount of money. And I basically bought this worthless piece of crap. Oh, excuse me, crass jewelry. But the reason I did it was you receive a chocobo egg, which is going to be very, very useful. For a little bit, at least. I admit I'm going to actually lose it. And you'll see that later, because I'm going to actually try to get every item in the game. And that's going to be a little tricky. So anyway, we're going to head up into the desert area. Dodging these guys. And then mowing all three down, apparently. Alright, so here's the Great Desert. And that skeleton will lead us across if we give him an Amulet of Annihilation, which we're not going to. So we're going to head right over to... We're going to keep heading north until we essentially get to Nobilia, which is the town in the desert. Alright, so we keep having these oases. Fortunately, they don't heal us, but... keep moving. Alright, there's another oasis. And we want to go up a little, and then to the right. See if we can find this guy. There's a hidden alchemist here in the desert. And that's what I'm trying to find. Of course, finding him is a little bit tricky, so... involves a lot of running. Alright, so here's another oasis, so he's like a little bit over here to the left. There he is. Sting. And unfortunately I don't have the ingredients for it yet, but it's quite a useful, well, it's not very useful, it's not a very strong attack spell, but it's a fun spell. It essentially summons a whole bunch of bees and allows me to sting my enemies. But it's quite hidden. I've actually gone through most of the playthroughs I've ever done of this game without ever finding it or ever even knowing it exists. So, the fact that I found it now is, that's my new thing that I found in this game. Actually, I never knew that you could get the chocobo egg off of that guy either, so... I found it in a different way. A more expensive way, so... yes, even more expensive than 10,000. So, essentially, what I have to do is I have to run north until I find the city of Nobilia. So this may take a while, folks. Actually, I might as well do the charge run. It didn't work. I think I have to charge to the top. Someone told me how to do this, and I forgot how to do it. So a full charge, that's how you do it. But hitting things makes you lose it. I'll try one more time. It's working so far. Although zooming back and forth is confusing me. Okay, so here we are. I don't want to go into town quite yet. There's actually something I want to find first. So I'm going to head over here. I have to get rid of all these bugs. Trying to get rid of all these bugs. And they're being quite the pain. Come on. There we go. Alright. So this little swirly area here, I essentially need to stand here for about 5 minutes, give or take, and eventually I will sink through and find something. So at this point of the playthrough, I guess I'll just talk to you. I was thinking of just speeding this part through, but that's actually that will kind of confuse the episode, because there is some stuff I want to do. But anyway, so what's going to happen soon is when I go into that town... Oh, I better heal. Pay attention. Alright. So what I want to do is when I go into that town, essentially a timer starts. I have... Oh, there you go. Getting dizzy. I have about 15 minutes, I believe. Some sources say 10, some say 20. I'm going to shoot for 10. But it might be closer to 15. Essentially, we have 15 minutes to go around. It's a bazaar. And I mean, like, shops, not a bizarre, strange shops. And essentially what you need to do is I want to buy as many items as I can before it closes. Because it closes and then you get into the next part of the game. So, there are things that I need to get before it closes. Because when it closes, you actually have the opportunity to gather some treasure chests that upgrade, the contents upgrade based on what you get in the bazaar. Meaning armor. If you have, say, the next piece of armor, you will get the better version in the next area. So if I have the top armor, I'll actually get something out of it. Special. So that's what we're going to aim for. So that we don't have to buy it, we don't have to give up our relics to get this armor. We can essentially game the system to make that happen. It's not going to cost me that much money, thankfully. Mainly because of what I'm doing here, and you'll see why. And this is also why I didn't want to fast forward it, because he says goofy stuff. But we essentially want to game the system so that we can get the best stuff right off the bat, and I want to collect every relic in the game. We have 2 already. We have the Chocobo Egg, and we have the Jaguar Ring, which is the one that allows me to run. There are other things you can find as relics that'll increase, like, magic defense, and make my sword better, make my armor better. So there we go. I sunk through. Essentially you had to stand there for about 5 minutes, and you sink through. And you find rice and spice. So I have 99 rice and 99 spice now. Those are trading items. Essentially how the market works is that you trade items for other items to get better items, and you could lose money pretty fast in this place. Like, you can make a bad trade, and you'll lose money, and it'll suck. It'll be terrible. So, alright, so you know what? I'm actually going to start this now. And, this is going to be a long episode. So, maybe about 25 minutes, so... but it's going to be starting now. Actually, you know what? On second thought, I'm not going to start on this episode because it will take me a long time, and I do have to have a little bit of a setup thing. I do have a piece of paper in my lap that will show me where to go at what time. I wrote it out basically back in the day, and I still have it. Essentially where to get the best trades in. So, what we're going to do for the next 4 minutes, besides level up, is fight some stuff. There is a little market area that you can find in the third, I guess, continent, if you want to call it that. It's like a little mini one. It's if you bring stuff from here, you'll finish off your relic collection. But it's nothing really to write home about. This one's the big one. So. Actually, to be honest, I didn't expect myself to cross this desert so quickly. But I could always use the extra money here. Why can I not pick this up? There we go. So essentially what I'm doing here is you do actually need a bit of jewels to make these trades too. Like a few of the ingredients that I'm gonna need, say, have some rice and some jewels. And I don't exactly know the price values of them, so this is actually kind of saving my butt here, just in case. So this is not a waste of time. I'm not just not trying to kill time at the end of an episode. Just store up for a big episode next time, but this is useful. And there are a few other things you can buy outside of relics and trade items. There's a spell that I can get. I'll get it after I get all the trading done, because I'm not even going to be able to use it right off the bat. So no sense in, rushing to pick it up. So, yeah. And I will say that sitting there getting the rice and the spice, very, very, very useful. I mean, it gives you 99 of it, but that saves me a lot of time. You're not really supposed to be able to get everything on your first run, and this allows me to be able to do that, so. Alright, so kind of a lackluster episode in terms of storyline progression, I admit. I apologize for that, but next episode should be quite a bit of fun, getting the shopping done, and then after that it's going to be nothing but story and progression, because I'll have essentially gathered all of the special things that I need to get all in one sitting, so while a little patience now will allow me to rush on further ahead, so hope you come back for that. So on the next episode, we're going to start... I'm going to do a shopping scene. I'll probably introduce it, and then I will go quiet, and you'll just have to listen to the ambient sounds of shopping and a crowd. And there is some rather funny scenes too, so I hope you come back and watch. There's a scene with a prophet that'll be rather amusing. One of my favorite scenes. So, hope you come back for that. My name is Lucklight. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.